Hey folks, Lee with Reel Rollers, and today I'm going to put together a short video on how to remove and install the side chain cover as well as the drive shaft cover here on the Revolution 26. So let's get started. Now to make this pretty quick, I'm going to grab a 13mm socket with my drill as well as a Phillips head socket on this drill. On the side chain cover, I like to take the small Phillips head screws off first. So first I'll put it on here. Take the screw and the washer off. Then I'll do the front. Remove that. And then last, I'll take up the bolt. Now you'll notice 13mm bolt, then goes the spring washer, and last is the washer. I'm going to take this side cover off, set it to the side when I do some work today. I'm going to put all the bolts and screws into the side cover. Now some tricks to put it back on to make this really easy and fast. First is, you want to get the center bolt set first. I'll look for my stripe on the side cover. I want to make sure that under here, if you look closely, there's a guard. I want to make sure that guard is inside the side cover. So I come from the bottom, slide it up over, and if you put the center bolt in first and just get it started, like so, it's a lot easier to get everything lined up. I'll go back to my drill. I like to set it at 13 or 14 so I don't over tighten these screws. I'll start with the back. Just get it started. Go to the front. Just look for that camera here. Get things lined up. Oh, mistakes happen. Get this lined up. Then once I have these both lined up, I'm going to go ahead and tighten them up. Of course, the screws. Tightening up the screws, that is. The Phillips head. And last, I like to set my poundage here. If I'm using a drill right around 15, I just don't want to overdo it. It's got a spring washer on it. That's the side cover. Now let's do the drive shaft cover. There's 4 screws that hold the drive shaft cover on, as you can see. This particular cover is almost spring loaded. It's made to be open more so than closed. And when you see when I take this off, you'll see how it opens up. That keeps it from vibrating. So again, back to my drill with the Phillips head. First one, second one, and see how this opened up. It's got a lot of tension under it. You'll see when we put this on why that tension's there, because it helps keep it from rattling and keeps it in place when it's under a tension. So I've taken off all 4 screws and washers. When I take the side cover off, one thing you're going to notice is you're going to see one, and I just dropped this one here, 2 washers that were on this side. There was none on this side. There was 2 washers here. These aren't needed. We've taken this out of the manufacturing process. These were here originally with the old design of the green Massport because they had a centrifugal clutch here and it gave it clearance. So note, the 2 washers you found underneath the drive shaft cover, they're not needed anymore. You can save them or you can put them back. It's completely up to you. I like to get rid of them. It's one less thing that can get in the way of my reel. When it comes to putting this back on, here's the cool trick. If I can bring you over here real quick to the back. I'm going to grab my Phillips head screwdriver also. But you'll see, to put this back easily and properly, you want to do the back corner first. And I'll show you why. So I'm lined up, and I'm starting my screw. I'm going to take my screwdriver, I'm going to do the other, I just started it. I didn't put it all the way in, and I'll show you in a second why that's so important. Or why it makes it easier. So both of these are started. If I put the front on first, when I go to fold this over, there's a gap. Can you see the gap right in here? To eliminate that gap, I'll take the cover, slide it as close as I can towards me, and then I'm going to tighten the back down first on both sides. So I've got it slid as close as it can be to me. I'm tightening down this back, 2 screws with washers, of course. I'm just going hand tight, nothing crazy. And then I'm going to do the front, because when I fold it over right here, you'll see it makes a very tight seal. And I'll start with this front one here. I'll start real quick. So I'll start with this front corner here. Laura's rolling away from me. There it is. So just like I did in the back, I'll start the front, but I won't put it all the way in tight. Grab my screw here and roll it under. I'm going to start this other front corner. And then when I tighten it, I'm just going to use my fingers to pull it, again, towards the side cover to make sure it's nice and tight up against this seam. And I'm just going to tighten it flush. Front. Now this way I've got a great seal in the front, great seal back here, and also if you bring the camera around to the side, you'll see there's also a great seal right around there. That's how to take off and replace the side chain cover as well as the transmission cover. Talk to you guys soon.